what the American Heart Association does, and how you guys are going to be heart heroes. Now you're going to hear me use that term a lot today throughout this presentation. And there's 3 ways that you can be a heart hero. And the 3 ways to be one go hand in hand with the 3 reasons why we do Jump Rope for Heart. So the first way to be a heart hero, and the first reason why we do this, is to help others. So when you guys do Jump Rope for Heart, you're raising donations for the American Heart Association. And those donations are going to go towards making a new medicine or coming up with a new surgery that's going to help someone with a very sick heart. The second way to be a heart hero, and the second reason why we do this, is to help ourselves. So you guys are going to learn in this video some awesome ways to take care of your own hearts. And that's going to be through really watching what we're putting in our bodies and eating those fruits and veggies, not eating too much sugar or salt, and getting the right amount of exercise in every day. And the third way to be a heart hero, and the third reason why we do this, is to have fun. So you guys have from today until February 24th to collect your donations. And I want you guys to go out there and have a lot of fun doing it, so then on the 24th you guys can come back in and have an awesome day jump roping with all of your classmates. So real quick, I want you guys to put your fist in the air like this with me. So your heart is about the size of your fist. And your bodies have over 60,000 miles of blood vessels inside of them. So if we were to take those blood vessels and stretch them out, it would be enough to wrap around the earth 4 times, just in your bodies. So I want you guys to start pumping your fists like this with me. So this is what your heart is doing right now. It's going to beat about 60 times in 1 minute. That's over 100,000 times in 1 day. So now imagine we're at gym class with coach and our hearts are going faster, so pump faster. Do you guys think you could do this over 100,000 times? I heard a few yeses, we can keep going. All right guys, arms now. So we do that because it shows you that if we were to keep doing that, our arms would get very tired after a while. And there's people out there whose hearts, they feel tired like that all the time. Your hearts are responsible for pushing all that blood and pumping it throughout your body 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And if there's anything wrong with it, it's not able to do its job correctly. So that's what that surgery or that medicine is going to do. It's going to help people continue to have strong hearts so that they can work just as hard and just as well as they should, okay? So when you guys are out there raising your donations, like I said, you're going to be a heart hero. So these guys are going to help me show you how big of an impact you have when you raise those donations. So this guy right here, he is a student. He's just like all of you guys. He's going to be a heart hero. And he's going home with this envelope today. And he's going to make sure that mom or dad or whoever at home with him sees this envelope so they can help him with raising those donations. So say he knows Uncle Ben, and he's got Uncle Ben at home, and he wants to donate $1. So you open this up, you write Uncle Ben $1, and you guys will keep the money in here. Now the important thing to remember, this envelope is going to stay home with you until February 24th. So you guys have that whole time to keep it there to collect cash, checks, coins, whatever anyone wants to give, no matter how small the donation, it's going to make a huge impact. I want you to remember that. So then on the 24th, after he's done working really hard collecting his donations, he's going to bring that envelope back in and give it to Coach. And Coach is going to see what an awesome job he's done and what all of you guys have done with raising those donations. So she's going to call me to come back in, and I'm going to pick up those donations. So I'm the American Heart Association. And what do I do with those donations? Well, I know this scientist over here, and he's been working very hard to come up with a new medicine. But he needs a little bit more funding to make sure that it's perfect. So I'm going to give him those donations that you guys have raised, and now he's able to come up with this medicine that's going to save people's lives. So once that medicine is perfected, he's now able to give that to our doctor. And our doctor, she's been working just as hard to make sure that her patient is well taken care of. But she knows that in order for him to go home and live a heart healthy, normal life, he's going to need that medicine. So now our doctor can give that medicine to her patient, and now this guy who's been in the hospital with a very, very sick heart is able to go home. And that's because of those donations that you guys raised down here. So So you can see, when you work hard to be a heart hero, it has a direct impact on the lives of those patients. So let's give a round of applause to our volunteers, guys. So guys, now I want to introduce you to Gracie and Michael. So Gracie is a heart hero, just like all of you guys. She does jump rope for Heart at her school. She had a bake sale in her front yard to raise donations for it, all so that she could help kids like Michael. Now Michael was born with a very, very sick heart, and he's Gracie's little brother. So in this video, I want you guys to see how you can be a heart hero, and how when you are a heart hero, you have a huge impact on the lives of kids just like Michael.
My son was born with, they call it a catastrophic congenital heart.
I had I don't know what it's called, like an EK
And then he also had 3 holes in his heart.
He had transverse great artery, hypoplastic aortic arch, 2 ASDs, 1 ESD, and pulmonary valve stenosis. What's he say?
He needed open heart surgery right away, within a few days to live. He is definitely a direct recipient of heart research. And I'm just so thankful and so thankful for all that research, because I know he wouldn't be with us.
When your brother's really sick, it's kind of hard because you can't do anything about it, but if you give money to the American Heart Association, the American Heart Association will take the money and research how to cure people's hearts.
And it's concrete, it is something you can do now. And Grace has embraced that. She's done bake sales for it in our front yard, she does the jump rope for heart, and she always says, Mom, I'm just saving another baby. I think he thinks he's just a normal kid. He has got so much energy, he runs around, he loves life, he plays soccer. His cardiologist called him a superhero, and that just clicked for Michael. And so he started calling himself Super Mike. He just loved all the superhero stuff. And I think that he just takes it in stride.
I'm okay, and it's mostly based on the American Heart Association that I'm still alive.
Alright, so in that video, you guys were able to see how big of a heart hero Gracie is, and how hard she worked to raise those donations. And you see that with those donations, it's able to come up with things like that surgery that were able to save Michael's life. So guys, just like you are going to be heart heroes, just like Gracie is a heart hero, Coach is a heart hero. Now she's not in here right now, but if you guys see her throughout the hallways, thank her, because she's been working very hard since the beginning of the year to plan this event for you guys, and also plan this event so you guys can learn ways to take care of your own hearts. And that's what this presentation is going to be all about. So real quick, I want you guys to raise your hand with me if you know anyone who has heart or cardiovascular disease. All right, so now I'm going to rephrase the question. Keep your hands up if they're up right now. Raise your hand with us if you know anyone who has had a heart attack, or a stroke, or high blood pressure, or high cholesterol. So if you guys look around the room right now, almost every single hand is up. You guys put your hands up now. So that's to show you guys that heart disease is the #1 killer in the United States. All of those other things you raised your hands for, those are all things that happen as a result, or can happen as a result of having a form of heart or cardiovascular disease. So just like Michael was affected by heart disease when he was born, it can affect anyone. It can affect people up to grandma and grandpa's age and anywhere in between. So that's why we do jump rope for heart, and that's why those donations are so important, because they're going to save lives. So now I want to introduce you guys to the Zoo Crew. So these are those guys on those posters back there. These are the guys I got around my neck. These are this year's group of heart-healthy characters. So each member of the Zoo Crew has their own special heart-healthy message. So when you guys are watching this, I want you to pay special attention to those messages so you guys can learn those ways to take care of your own hearts.
our animal friends have traveled from exotic habitats across the globe. They are caring, strong, and courageous. Most of all, they're pumped to tell you about the importance of living heart healthy. Let's meet the Zoo Crew. All the way from the dunes of Bravely Desert, he leads our zoo crew with a heart of gold and some pretty sweet dance moves. His roar can be heard from miles away, and he uses it to spread the word about heart health. He challenges you to share the message too. Let's hear your most ferocious roar for Rory McFiercely III. From the Ivory Forest, he's a staggering 10 feet tall and 13,000 pounds. He used to tread the competition in the Wildlife Football League. He quit the pros to teach you the importance of getting in 60 minutes of exercise every day. He's gruff, he's tough, flap your ears and stomp your feet for Mr. Tusker! She ventured from Bamboo Peak to help our zoo crew dominate on the basketball court. This powerful panda pro eats a fruit and veggie at every single meal and challenges you to do the same so you too can have a knockout game. Put your balls together and wave them in the air like you just don't care for Jade Shoots! From Banana Bunch Island, this wacky and stealth monkey is trained for a black belt in karate. Her biggest opponent, Sneaky Salt. She's here to help you stop and kick salt from your diet. Salt or sodium can creep up in the stinkiest places, causing your heart to work overtime. Jenny Kicks is the monkey with the most heart. Give a loud hey-ya for Jenny Kicks. She trotted all the way from the Grazer grasslands to make a splash as a lifeguard. You can bet your stripes she's guzzling water to stay hydrated during those long, hot days at the beach. She says no to energy drinks and chooses H2O so she doesn't have a sugar load. She's the fastest swimming, water-drinking, life-saving zebra we know. Do the swim for Savannah Bowl. He left the freezing cold of Flipper Iceberg to ride some gnarly waves. He says no to all tobacco products, cigarettes, and e-cigarettes, so he can take huge gulps of air before diving deep into the ocean. He challenges each of you to never, ever smoke. Smack your flippers together for Finley Chillerton. And now, your host with the most to lead these animals and you to a heart-healthy lifestyle. Please welcome your zookeeper for today.
Home with today. This is that envelope that we were talking about earlier, and that's the parent letter. So remember, make sure mom or dad or whoever is at home with you sees these so they know those dates that things have to come back in, and they can help you raise those donations. So the easiest way to raise donations is by doing it online. So if you guys go to heart.org/jump, you can register your parents onto Coach's team. That way, as you raise those donations online, Coach will see it, and she can get you those Zoo Crew characters quickly as you earn them. So when you guys get your first $5 donation, you guys are going to get your lanyard and your Rory keychain. Now this poster is also going to be up. And when you guys get that donation, you're going to put your name on a Rory sticker so everyone can see how big of a heart hero you guys are being. So Mr. Tusker, he is all about being physically active. So guys, it's very important. How many of you guys like gym class here? Or recess? So guys, physical activity is very important. Your heart is a muscle, just like the ones in your arms or legs, and it needs to be exercised. So that's why 60 minutes of exercise every day is important now and all throughout your life to keep your heart strong and healthy. So Savannah Bull, she's all about avoiding sugary beverages. Who drinks a soda every now and then? Alright, so guys, you know those little packets of sugar that your parents put in their coffee? There's about 44 of those packets of sugar in one